See if anybody joins in. Oh, there's the other video. Shut that off. A lot of lag. Hit on. There we go. See if anybody gets on. No, 3:30 in the afternoon. Hey, TMC Comics, what's going on, man? Thank you for swinging by. See us here, one watching. I guess you're the only one that's here. Oh, it says 2 now, so okay. I guess people starting to pile in. What's going on? So basically, just want to talk about New York Comic Con. Hey, what's going on? Comic Addiction, what's going on, brother? Long time no see. So basically, I just want to talk about New York Comic Con. My first time going, and I only went for one day. It was only a Saturday, so of course it was the most packed day there was. Well, because from what I heard, it was packed every single day, so it was a madhouse. So for me, attending New York Comic Con for the first time, and it was such a big, huge event, and it was just crazy. My day, how it started. Yo, Comic Book NYC, Steven Spock, thank you for checking out. Yeah, NYC, you gotta check it out later on replay, not a problem. So yeah, so I finished work on Friday, and I was there for one day, so I decided to I worked in New York, left New York, went home, and I took the bus from Pennsylvania to the con, because what happens is the bus leaves you on the west side, and it's not too far away from the Javits Center, so it made it much easier for me. So this way I didn't have to drive, you know, because I know I was going to be tired. So pretty much I got up early in the morning, took the 4:40 a.m. bus, got there at a reasonable time, and I took one train stop to the Javits Center. The 7 train left you right there, about a block away. The Javits Center is actually really, really big. It's about, I don't know, about 4 or 5 blocks long. So when I got there was already a line. This was 7 in the morning, people, 7 in the morning, and the line was ridiculously long. I mean, you know, thank goodness it wasn't raining. I think it was just a little chilly, but you know, it was doable. So I ended up going through the south side entrance because I already had a pass, and the line there wasn't too long. The reason why is because from the south entrance, you have to walk through. They line you up on the south entrance, and then you go through the metal detectors, and then you still have to walk from there to like the middle of the Javits Center where the other line was, which was the ridiculous line because that was the main entrance. So you really had to run, or if you wanted to walk, to get to the main entrance, but the line wasn't too bad, so it kind of ran through that pretty much easy. What's up, Joker M21? What's going on, man? Oh, you're listening when I come home. All right, man, no problem. So yeah, so you go through the metal detectors, and it's just insane how people just just run over people. Like it's just a mad dash. Once they drop the rope and you go through the metal detector, it's just a mad dash, especially for the people in the south, because they have to get to the middle to get in, and that's where the other middle part, they're actually right across from the main entrance. So they, I ran a little bit because I didn't want to go too far behind. I got there early, and once you get in, they direct you downstairs to the left, to the right. Then you end up in this staging area. I'm gonna call it the corral because that's what it looked like. A whole bunch of people coming in, and they corral you into these lines. And once they fill up the line, they fill up another line and a line. There's just lines everywhere. And depending what time you got there, that's the row you was in. I was lucky enough to be in the first row, about in the middle, so I had a decent shot. So of course, I got there at 7. They let us in, I would say about 7:30, 7:45, and then you have to be there until 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. So I'm standing there. People just, once you put you in this corral, what's up, comic for people? People just drop. They just sit down on the floor, lay on the floor. What's up, Universal X, that you're swinging by? And it was just like people laying all over the place. And I'm standing around. It was like nowhere for me to sit. I mean, I was surrounded. It was so tight. There was just people already sitting, all over the place or laying down. And so basically I had to stay in the line. I had nowhere else to go. I couldn't leave to go to the bathroom. I was by myself. And so, you had to wait. You had to do what you had to do. And, while you was there, I was basically on my phone, chit-chatting, blah, blah, blah. And my luck, I forgot my charger at home. So whatever battery I had left, I hope it lasted me the whole night, which it did, barely. And so about 9:45, 10 o'clock, they dropped the rope for the first row, which I was in. And that was it. That's when it went once again, it went crazy. People were running left, right, up the stairs. Of course, most of these people who already been there the last 2 days already know where everything is. Okay, they know which booth they're gonna go to. They already know what they're gonna get, what they're looking for. I'm there. My first day. I have no idea where everything is. Even though if you have a map, you still don't know because it's just bodies flying all over the place. So the first thing I did is I went upstairs and met up with Erod 212 because he had some books for me, which I won off Biggie auction. So I decided to let me go over there and get those books off his hands because I know he doesn't want to carry those books. So I met up with him. He just also was with Manny at the time. And they were online on Midtown line. I don't know what it was for. So I said, so what's up to them? I got my books. And right after that, I went straight downstairs to Artist Alley and went down to Artist Alley. And they just had rows and rows of booths of artists. There was just one big, massive room. And CGC had 2 booths. They had one upstairs on the main floor, and then they had one downstairs actually in Artist Alley, which was good. I that's like a positive thing for them, I would say, and because it's right there in Artist Alley, so that's where I went. The line was pretty much short for CGC. I actually got up to the front. I told them I'm getting my book signed, blah blah blah. They gave me the paperwork. I filled it out really really fast. They told me to go back online and wait for witness. Once again, the line was short, and I got a witness, and he took me and somebody else because we were going to the same couple of artists. So it was to save some time, so that was fine. So we went, and the first person I went to was Chris Claremont, and went to Claremont, and I got about 3-6 signed from him, and I believe he gave me this signed card. He said, I believe this statue is in Russia. So I guess he's been to Russia, the Kremlin, whatever. So they got a Wolverine statue. So he gave me this. Nice guy. So I got my 3 book signed there, and then after that, I went to meet Art Germ. Well, Chris Claremont had a little short line. Wasn't much. I would say about 4 people when I got there, but he was like, chit chatting a little bit, so it took a little longer to get up there. But pretty much it was pretty quick. Went to Art Germ, no line at Art Germ. 1, 2, 3. Went to Art Germ. I got Z Collect. What's going on? He's on his lunch. Super Power Review. Thank you for guys showing up and showing me some love. That's great. I love you guys. Yeah, and She-Hulk smash like button. I really appreciate that. So with the Art Germ, no line for Art Germ. Went there. I had 1 book for Art Germ and signed it. Talked to him just a little bit. And at that time, the other person that was with me getting book signed, that's all he had. So he was pretty much done. And so the witness actually stayed with me. So I could have gone through, all my other signings with him. He was with me until I guess I was finished, which was actually awesome. So after we left Art Germ, we went to Andy Granoff. Andy Granoff was the next one on the list. And we went to Andy Granoff once again. No line, cool guy. Met him. I think it was 3 books signed by him. So I got 3 books signed by him. So pretty much I was on a roll. Got 3 signatures already. Sean Richards, what's up? Yeah, Sean Richards, man. I saw all the pictures at New York Comic Con. You was all over the place, and I did not see you. And I was in Artist Alley like almost the entire day, man. I was like looking around, but one of these days, man, we gotta meet up. I don't know if you're going to Baltimore, but I am. But we definitely gotta meet up one of these days. That was another one of the reasons. But I'm gonna get down the line with that. So after I did Andy Granoff, we went to Kate's. Kate's wasn't at the table. He was coming back at 12. And then we went to Perillo. Perillo was not coming back till 12. Charles Soe wasn't going to be there till 12. And Andy Cuber wasn't going to be at his table till 4. Now, I had 1 book for him, but I was trying to get back on a bus at 4 o'clock because I was supposed to do an auction that Saturday night if I got home in time. So I would have to catch the 4 o'clock bus. Now, meanwhile, remember, people, this is still early in the morning. So I really had a good chance. So once again, the other artists that I wanted, they wasn't back till 12. So that gave me a little break. So gave me a chance to go to the bathroom, recuperate, go through my books. And I got hit up by Comic Book NYC. Said, hey, I'm here. I'm at, Artist Alley. If you want to, I won't be going to Baltimore too broke. Yeah, I know. Trust me, Sean. I'm going to Baltimore for all 3 days. And I spend, I think, most of my money in New York Comic Con. So I still saved a little bit for Baltimore. But I have to go. I already bought 3 days worth of tickets and I already booked the room. So I got to go. But, I still got to have, buy some stuff. So I recuperated. Says, all right. So I met up Comic Book NYC at Jeffrey Comic Con at Artist Alley. Cool dudes. First time met them. I always see them on YouTube. If you guys don't know, Jeffrey is from California, and he was here. Him and Comic Book were at the con, I guess, all 4 days. If you watch the videos. What's up, Mr. Unknown Comics guy? And it was cool meeting them. It was fun. We took a picture and everything together, which was awesome. I just wish we had more time to hang out and chat, but time was of the essence. I really didn't have the time. I had to do what I had to do while I was there. So at this time, when I met them, it was about 11:45. Before when I met them, I also met a couple of the Warriors. I met Jeff Johnson, Mike, Joker M21, and I believe Manny was at his. So yeah, we all met down there, and I told them, got to get online. So once again, I went back on CGC Long, which was right there actually where we're talking. I got to win this real fast. So once again, got Perillo's signature. I got Perillo's signature. Then I went to Charles Sawyer because the line for Donnie Kate was ridiculously long. So found out that Charles Sawyer wasn't going to come back till 1. So I get off that line, jump on Donnie King's line, found out that they already killed that line. So that wasn't going to happen. What's up, Flores? Thank you for swinging by. So get off that line, go back to Charles and wait. 1 o'clock came around. He still wasn't there. I guess he came around like 1:15. Boom, I got his autograph. At that point in time, I was like, that's it. I'm done. I can't wait for Adam because he's at 4. Cates I don't know if he's doing any more signings, but I can't wait for him anymore. So at this time, I got whatever I'm going to get signed done. And they tell me that I have to go upstairs to CGC's other booth to check out. No problem. So I go upstairs. Yeah, and they have one of those kiosks. You have to sign in, which I did. Now it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. At this point, I signed in around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm like, all right. I mean, I got to catch the bus at 4, which literally it'll take me about 15 minutes to get from the Javits Center to the bus depot. So that's not a problem. So I will go by, find out that it's a 3-hour wait limit to check out. 3 hours at that point when I signed in at 2 o'clock. They told me I was like past 100 people were in front of me. So I was like, sounds like more security. I said, yeah, it was that bad. So at that point, it says, well, I got these books signed. I cannot leave them. I have to get them graded. So I quickly got on the phone. I called my boy Toro. I said, Toro, I can't make it. Says, you're going to have to do it on your channel because I had people hitting me up all week to do an auction. And I try to do my best to, accommodate everybody. And so Toro took over. He did a great job. If you guys don't know, if you didn't watch it, go watch the auction video. He did one hell of a job. He had a lot of great sellers. And, again, I didn't have time. So I waited. I didn't have time to meet a lot of people. I didn't meet Jen Mint there. I think I saw him in the videos. I know he was there. I didn't get a chance to see Gary. I know I met him at East Coast. I didn't get a chance to swing by his booth. So, but also I forgot in Artist Alley, I did meet up with BX Park P Collector because I did have something that I was carrying for him that he won off of me. So I was glad to meet him for a little while. Again, I wish I had more time to hang out with him also. We talked a little bit on the line, but again, it was short and sweet. But what's up, Biggie? So it was 3 hours. So I had no option to wait. Now I waited my 3 hours. Now it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Waited 3 hours. This is just to check out people. The paperwork's done. My books are signed. They're all bagged. All I have to do is check out. Okay. I get up to CGC. I asked them, said, listen, where am I on the list? At 2 o'clock, I was behind 100 people, 111 or whatever. In 3 hours at 5 o'clock, I had still 61 people in front of me. I looked at the guy. It says, I waited 3 hours already. I'm done. And I've been carrying around these books with me all through the auction. I want to get rid of them. So the guy asked, I guess, one of the other guys that was handling it, and they finally took me. And I started doing to get rid of the books to check out. And at that time, just before that, I met up with Arsenio, the art chemist, and he had some books that he wanted to give in the CGC. So we did that. And yeah, I know it was a lot of work. So I finally got rid of the books, and they're on their way to CGC. So at this point, there was no reason for me to rush home now. So I end up hanging there with Manny NYC and Joker M21. We started looking around and everything. At this point in time, I didn't have really any money left to spend because I'll, I'll be like, where's the rest? Yeah, well, that's the funny thing. The restrooms, believe it or not, some of the men's restrooms, women are allowed to go in. Yes, yes, yes. I went into a men's bathroom and there were ladies in the bathroom. Yes, I was shocked myself, and they're allowed to use it. So it is what it is. I guess, times change. So the reason why I really didn't have that much money is because the artists, they charge you money to get signed. And if you're just getting a book signed, let's say an average between $5 to $10 for SIG per book. And if you're getting it graded, they pretty much double it. So if it's 10 for a SIG, you're paying 20. Yes, you're paying 20. So imagine if you got three books, it's 60, 60, 20, whatever it is. So you're spending on just signed books. I spend over $200 alone, easy. $200. The most expensive was Perillo. Perillo was $25 a SIG. Everybody else was about an average of 20. So imagine I spend over $200 just some signed books, and I still didn't even get them graded, and I got to pay for the grading and all that stuff. To me, I don't know why they charging extra for grading instead of the signatures. I mean, I understand. Uh, of course, you're getting it, yellow label and everything, but a SIG is a SIG. I don't see anything different between you signing a book and keeping a book, or a book that's going to get graded. If you're charging 10 for SIG, it should be 10 for SIG across the board, regardless of what I'm doing. I'm not a dealer. I'm not there to make money off their name. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand they're sitting there, they're the artist and everything. And I mean, I don't mind paying for SIG. You know, I mean, that's what they do, to make a little money. That's fine. I got no problem. But to charge extra just because I'm getting it graded, I think that's absolutely wrong. A SIG should just be a SIG regardless, because I'm a collector. I'm not a dealer. What I'm doing with my books is for my personal use, my personal PC. So that goes into my collection, and I cherish my books that I have and I keep. So I mean, dealers, if they go there with 50 copies of books, and the artist is signing 50 copies, and they're buying it. Uh, that's only CGC, not CBC. Yes. Oh, okay. For only CGC, Biggie saying they only charge extra for, but they didn't ask for CGC or CBCS. Biggie, they just said grading. They didn't say which company. They just said, is the books getting graded? I said yes. So that, the dealers go there and they make money. I mean, the artist's still gonna make money. $10 a book. If they charge $10 a book, regardless of rating, they still gonna make money. To ask for more for grading makes no sense to me. I'm not getting more money. It's, to me, I cherish the artist's work on the book. And that's me. It goes right in my storage. So I just started to get more books signed, because my first books that I ever had signed personally, my own books, was Jim Lee when he was doing Batman Hush. And now you guys know that series was a long time ago. A long time ago. Got him at Big Apple's Con. Okay. Jim Lee, there was not even a line for him at that time. It was like one, two, three. He was signing two items to get signed. That means he could have signed statue, a book, whatever it was. Didn't charge a dime. Did not charge a dime. Was free. Okay. And to this day, I still have those two books graded here in my PC, and they are not leaving my site. I'm not selling them. It's my personal collection, and I treasure them. That's me. I don't understand. Everything's all about money, 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 money. There's no more. The people who are getting hurt is the collectors like us and you guys. We're paying for the greediness of what's going on. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that, dealers and everything, they need to make their money. All right. But, and the artists, they're making some, but to hit us with it, I think it's wrong. I mean, if they want to charge more money, then charge it to the dealers who are bringing 50 books, 60 books at a time, because they're the ones making money off of you, not us. If we're just regular people who are keeping the books, that's my opinion. That's how I think it should be. Charge them a little bit more because they're still going to make their money off your stick anyway. And now, if you want to get a Jim Lee signed, you got to pay out of your butt. I think he's $50 or higher. I mean, it's so sad that we're at this time where artists used to, signed books because they honored their work and the people appreciated it. Okay, because I was just at East Coast Comic Con and I was fortunate enough to get George Perez's autograph, and he wasn't charging; he was taking donations. So to me, that's an honorable way. I think that's the way it should be. Okay, again, I don't have no problems playing, 5, 10, but to go out to pay 20 just because I'm getting it graded, I think it's nonsense. I think it's not right. So, and then from what I hear about what happened with the Spawn 300 gold foils, what was going on? Now, if you guys don't know, there was 500 limited. That was the hottest book at Comic-Con, which everybody was trying to get their hands on. They were getting rid of 125 gold spawns per day because it was a 4-day con, and they were letting the dealers and all these other people before even the con opened to get first crack at them on the line. And the first 2 days, all I heard from the people that were there, they couldn't get their hands on it because all the dealers and everybody grabbed them up. Again, I think that's wrong. If you're gonna do for the dealers, then set aside a certain amount for the dealers. Says this is it, first come first serve for the dealers. The rest that we have for the rest of the day is for the regular people, because it's not fair for they're paying whatever price it is at the con, that price, and then going and then selling it for way more than what the book was to make the money. I understand everybody, they want to flip the books, they want to make money, I understand, but you got to give the opportunity to regular people online who are out there, 7 o'clock in the morning, waiting 3 to 4 hours to get in there, and then don't even have a shot at getting one because they're already gone. So Comic-Con, I guess, heard what was going on the first 2 days. So I don't know who was in charge of the books, but from what I heard, that Saturday they did not sell any of them. They took what was left and they sold it on Sunday. So on Sunday, they took those books, and whoever had a dealer pass or press pass, whatever it was, they got kicked off the line, and they actually sold the books to regular people who wanted, that deserved to get the books out in the street, that waited that long. So I think that was a cool, awesome thing to do. But again, if they would have just did it the other way around, where they already had split it up, it was 125 books that were given. So I don't know, half to the dealers and half to the people, or something like that. At least you have a shot. Regular people have a shot of getting the book instead of going on and getting books that they could have had in their hands for whatever they were selling for and paying a ridiculous price. I think that's wrong. That's, again, my opinion. But overall, Comic-Con was absolutely amazing. I saw a lot. This place was huge. There were so many things I never even seen before. I did not know they grade video games, old vintage video games. If you got them sealed, they have cases for your action figures for all different sizes and types. They had video games. They had T-shirts. They had so much. It was so huge. It would take you more than a day to really enjoy it. Now, if you're a regular person who doesn't get that's into it, like signature wise, like for us crazy people who get that 7 in the morning. If you're just a regular person and you want to come with your family and you want to enjoy the con, come at 10 o'clock when the doors open. By then, there's no line. You go right through security. the Madhouse rush is basically over at that time because all the maniacs are already inside, and then you go inside and you just enjoy yourself. It's a great time. It's a great place to go. I recommend it. I see Hawaiian Punch 72, Comic Side Joker and 21. Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to buy anything, but thank you to Erod 212. He did have a raffle off books at New York Comic Con, and I was fortunate to win two. So if you guys didn't see, I did win the Spawn 300 silver foil, not the gold, but I got the silver of Erod's raffle thing. So the only difference between this and the other one is the other one's gold foil. This is the silver foil. So I was fortunate to get this. So off the raffle. So definitely I got it for a great price. And I just received my second winning today. And the other one was this nice, beautiful Spider-Woman one. It has a number here. This is 1,214 out of 2,000. So there's 2,000 of these. So I got my copy. Once again, I won this off Erod's thing. So I love the bright red. So this is gonna look beautiful to get a signature on. So for me, like I said, I'm a collector. So this goes in my PCs. I'm not here to sell these. I mean, if I have multiple copies, but I would, if anything, I would, if I could have possibly picked up one more copy to give to, the opportunity for somebody who didn't get to the con, I would pass that on. But I only got one. So again, beautiful copy. So I thank Erod and look. Let's see what we got. Spider-Man booth got 10 of the Spawn. Nice. Where is that? Everybody's talking. Shaw Richard says $5. Start the clock. And had nice go ahead. Yeah, okay. Nah, that's PC stuff, Sean. I'm sorry. But again, if I had an opportunity to buy some more, then definitely I would have sold it for you guys regular out there on my auction because I know you guys didn't have an opportunity. And that's what lots of times I like to do. But again, I didn't have time to buy anything, so I got lucky with those. And I spend a lot of money on just the signs alone, which I think is ridiculous. So again, I had a great time. One more thing before I sign off. I am looking for anybody in the chat knows Darth Lelouch because he won a contest from me and he has not responded to me. I need him to respond to me by tomorrow. If anybody has his email, I think I tried IG him, please. If he doesn't, yeah. Well, yeah, another thing, yeah, we for the first time I went to an auction at the end. I did not know they had that at the New York Comic Con. There was so many things to do. It's incredible that this place was so big. So I went to an art auction. I see Joker telling me I went with Mike, Joker, and Manny, and they had some great, awesome sketches. I mean, some beautiful stuff, man. And it's like the old time bidding where you sign in, they give you a number, and you sit down in a panel room, and when they bring it out, you know, if you want to bid on it, just throw your number out there. You know, what was the print on the silver and gold foil spawns? The gold 500. I don't know about the silver. I believe the silver silver, I don't know, it's 2,500 or 1,500 between there. Hawaiian Punch, I don't know. So if anybody knows Darth Lelouch, please let me know, because if he doesn't let me know by tomorrow, I'm gonna have to pass on and make, because there was two prizes and Darth Lelouch won first one, and the person who won second already responded. So I need Darth Lelouch. He has till tomorrow. If he does not answer me by tomorrow, then the person that came in first the person that came in second will be first. And I did pick a number 3 just in case of a backup. And believe it or not, number 3 is in the chat, Hawaiian Punch. You become second if Darth Lelouch does not answer me by tomorrow about the contest win. It's already been close to 2 or 3 weeks, I believe, offhand. I don't know what else to how to contact them. I've been telling everybody, if you know me, see them, please tell them to hit me up. He has till tomorrow to let me know which one of the two items if he wants, and that'll be it. If he doesn't answer by tomorrow, then I'm gonna have to move on. And Hawaiian Punch will be number 2, and Neil Long goes number 1. So that was the con for me. And next Saturday, or this Saturday coming up, I will be at work, so I cannot do an auction. But my man Toro, once again, stepping in, he will have an auction this Saturday at 7. Please check him out, this and everything. Next Saturday after that, I will be at Baltimore, and Toro's gonna be at Baltimore. So I believe there's gonna be no auction on Saturday from us. So, but I believe, I'm not quite sure, but I think this coming Tuesday, the Warriors might be having an auction. So check them out, because I know they just had one on this Tuesday they passed. I don't know if they're up to that alternate schedule yet, but sooner or later they will be, where one week it's an auction, one week, the other week that it's just the chilling with the hangout, and then back to the auction and so on. So please go check them out. But me and Toro are talking. We might do an auction on next Thursday, because we're both going to be busy on Saturday. So we're hoping not to trample on anybody's schedule on Thursday. I hope nobody has an auction, but me and Toro are thinking about it. So keep an eye out for that next Thursday, right here at the Cat's Lair. Gonna do an auction, so don't miss out on that. I thank everybody. I'll probably be on a little later to do my unboxing and my pickups of the week, which I have to sort out that I have here and open up the boxes. So I thank everybody. It's been close to about a half hour. You showing you New York. The only two I got Universe X was these two. These are the only two that I got from New York Comic Con. Again, I didn't get a chance to share, and I won these off an auction, a raffle, I should say. So all my other books that I'm showing are just my pickups and auction wins that are coming piling in. So that's, I'm going to be showing that later, a little later on tonight. So it's been a half hour. So once again, if anybody knows Thought Solution, please tell him, give me a call. My email's right there. And, he has till tomorrow. So I thank you guys for hanging out. It was a great time. Once again, New York Comic Con. So watch next week, Thursday, auction time. Then I'll probably be doing a video from Baltimore. Biggie says he has his number. All right, Big. I'll talk to you later. You give him, we'll talk and see if I can get in contact with him. So thank you guys. Don't forget, if you want to hit that like button, please do so. I really appreciate it. Love y'all. Thank you. Have a good night.